And today we're doing a little mini pumpkin. We'll start with pumpkin mousseline with some sautéed wild mushroom and sautéed shrimps. And also we serve that with a little bit of microgreen and a little Porcini sauce on the side too. So we're gonna start with you wanna use like a cheese pumpkin, they call them, they're medium size, just like this. I'll show you, we're gonna carve it. And go to some wedges. So make sure you have a small knife, kind of a strong blade. Go around. What we're gonna do is try to make wedges, just like that. And crack it open. We'll do another one. There you go. So what we're gonna do, we take a spoon and we're gonna scoop up all the seed. Just like this. There you go. And the seed, if you wanna have a little fun, you can wash them, toss them, put a spice back in the oven. So you use a peeler and you just peel off all the skin. So the whole idea to do the wedges is easy with a peeler to grab. Just like this. And after, if you get in the middle, it's a little difficult like this. You take a knife and you're gonna cut one more time. And that way it's much easier for you to grab the rest of it. All right. So you want to get pretty much all the skin out. You don't waste as much this way. So we're gonna do with this, we're gonna pretty simply just season it with a little salt, a little pepper. We're gonna put a little bit of the chicken stock in there. Just that way, when it's gonna bake, it's gonna create some steam, so it can help to bake the pumpkin. And after, we're gonna get a little nice spoon of butter in there, just to give extra flavor. And that. And we're gonna wrap this guy with a piece of aluminum foil. And this we're gonna bake until it's tender. It's gonna take about 25 to 30 minutes. You wanna bake like 350 degrees. And that's what we're gonna do. Right here. So the next one I'm going to show you is carving the mini pumpkin. So that's something you gotta make sure when you buy those pumpkins you have some hard one. I can show you one actually. So you got to be careful. You test them before, because this you can't even cut them. And you got to make sure they're not waxed. Sometimes they sell them, they're very shiny. Stay away from the shiny one. And the tender, the butter one. So you can hear table much different, so you can feel them. So with a very sharp knife like this, just use to point the knife, and we're going to stab just the edge like this, and we're going to turn it, just like this. Put up the cap off. It's almost like you're doing a jack-lantern pumpkin, you know. You can use a scooper like this or mini spoon, that works also. And what you're doing, you take off all the seed out. You just want to take off the seed. Just like this. So what we do, we're going to place this in a pan. And we do basically the same process, a little bit salt, a little pepper, a little piece of butter inside. What you do, you can put even the lid back in the top. And what you do, you're going to put some chicken stock. And this, and we go back in the oven until they get tender. And this also, it takes about 25 to 30 minutes. 350. So that's something you can do bake in the same time than the pumpkin wedges. There you go. Next step we're gonna do, we're gonna get some mushroom. So mushroom, I love to use all different kind of mushroom, but this is all cut, ready to go. Like right here, I have some portobello mushroom, I got some shiitake mushroom, some white mushroom. Also, I put some hen of the wood, which is the season right now. They're beautiful. We have some chanterelle mushroom, and whatever kind of wild mushroom you can find. You just make a nice mix to wash them. Especially the wild mushroom, I wash them. They're full of sand, and cut them. But the shiitake, oyster mushroom, you don't wash them. They pretty much, you just cut them off. And to cook those, I'm going to show you. We're going to prepare some little mix. So take a little shallot like this. Cut it in half. I'm gonna do a little dicing. So we just do like this and like this. So you cut it like this, and we're gonna make some dice, just like that. So this is something I'm using over time at the restaurant. It's like pretty much one of the base ingredients to use spices. We have that little mix ready to go. The garlic, what are we doing? Smash them just like this, just to get a maximum, all the flavor out. And we'll chop a little bit. We have some thyme, some fresh thyme, so always try to get some fresh thyme instead of dry thyme. It's much better. So what we do, you scrape off all the leaves, all the branches, just like this. There you go. So we're gonna do, just chop. So we want to use all the tender part of the thyme. You don't want to use the hot stem, because that would be something difficult to chew on it. There you go. So mix everything together. And that's a mixed, ready to go. All right. So now I'm going to show you how to cook mushroom. So mushroom is a little tactic cooking mushroom. First we're going to start in a pan. Right here. And what you want to do is you preheat your pan. Medium high pan, not too hot, but hot enough. Then you're going to smoke the oil a little bit. Then we'll put some olive oil in there, and we're going to get that thing get hot. So the trick of the mushroom, we're going to put the mushroom in a hot pan, but you don't want to touch the pan. Basically, if you start to move the pan, all the mushroom, they're going to release the water, and it's going to be like a pot of soup. You don't want that. You want to keep the mushroom basically fry and same time evaporate the water, and at the same time not boiling, just frying. And that's what we're going to do. So now I'm going to show you how to cook the mushroom. We have the pan preheated right now. It's got some smoke coming out of it. That's what you want. You want some nice heat. And what we're going to do, you're going to put the mushroom right in the pan. And you want to hear that when you put the mushroom down. So here we have a fair amount of mushroom. So the trick is just to make a layer of mushroom. So like if you have a big amount of mushroom, you don't want to cook all together. You want basically just put a nice layer just like this. And now we're not going to touch it. We're going to let them simmer so you can hear the sizzling, and that's what you want. In the meantime, you process the puree. So what I did with the puree, we strain the puree, and we put it right to the food processor with a piece of butter, salt, pepper, season it to taste, and basically sit in a pan in a bowl ready to go. So I'm going to show you how to plate your dish. So the key, when you have your pumpkin cook, like this guys, being cooked already, and what we're going to do, we're going to prepare them. What you want to do is stuff the pumpkin with the puree, and that's something you set up ahead. You know, you have your pumpkin core, your puree, already seasoned, cold, ready to go, and you just put it in a dish. You can put it in a deep dish, and little chicken stock in a bottle, and just preheat the whole thing in oven. So you have your pumpkin ready, hot, ready to go. And that's the last thing you're doing before you serve into the party. So you have your tray ready to go outside, you put it in the oven, and the only thing you have to worry about is cook the shrimp and your mushroom. That's what you want to do. So now the mushroom, go back to the mushroom. Now we start to see the mushroom, they're going to start to pretty much reduce, because 90% of the mushroom is water. So what we're going to do, when you start to see some little color on the edge of the mushroom, I mean evaporate most of the water already, so now we can start to move the mushroom. So we're going to do, I'm going to shake a little bit. And don't be afraid to put the oven in high position. So that's going to give you. So when the mushroom, they pretty much start to getting colder, what I do, I season them. That's when I put the salt, pepper. If you put this in the beginning, it will release all the water of the mushroom, and back again it'll be like a soupy, and that's not what you want to do. Soon the mushroom is in contact with the salt, it just releases all the water, and your flavor of the mushroom is totally different. Okay, so this I'm going to show you already in the pan. So now we're going to, after we finish the mushroom, I'm going to show you how to cook the shrimp, and we make the plate. And right here we have the mushroom with the nice color here. And when we get to that point, we have a nice light brown color. That's exactly what you want, just like this. We're gonna put the shallot and garlic in there to give all the flavor to the mushroom. So that's the last step for your mushroom. So when you get it right, you wanna pretty much, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna start to cook the shrimp. So you have all you guys sitting on the table waiting for you. And we're gonna have a hot pan, again, smoking pan ready to go. We're gonna put some shrimp. So what I usually do, I like the shrimp with the head off pretty much and peel them off and keep just the tail, almost like shrimp cocktail. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna saute the shrimps. There you go. So the shrimp same way, you wanna give a nice little color on one side. We do right now. So your mushroom, and same time cooking your shrimp, now they're ready to go. You just can put the stove on very, very low temperature, just to seem to keep them hot. Don't have to worry about it. They stay hot, and they're not getting overcooked. And the shrimp, we're gonna keep turning them around. So it takes no time to get the shrimp. So you turn around 1 or 2 times until you wanna make sure you don't see any clear part of the shrimp. You don't want the shrimp look transparent. If your shrimp look transparent, it means it's not cooked yet. You want the meat turn white. But you don't want to overcook too, because after it get rubbery, you don't want to do that. In the meantime, like I explained before, we have the container with the pumpkin. They're ready to go, hot, with the puree inside. So we're gonna do, grab this, and we're gonna start to set up our plate. So I like to do first, I like to put a little bit of pea green in a dish, so it looks like almost like a pumpkin filling, you know? And after, we're gonna grab the pumpkin, just like that. Careful, it's very hot. So it's gonna be like this. Now we have the mushroom hot, shrimp. So a couple of things going on at the same time. So what I recommend is to have the mushroom ready and start to cook the shrimp. A little fire action too. There you go. You see the way I do the shrimp at the last end? I just put in the head down. That way the thicker part of the shrimp get cooked, which now they're basically ready. I'm going to take some of the mushroom. So put the mushroom a little bit on the top. And just let them fall like this. Give it one. And here's the shrimp. So you have your shrimp. Nice color. So I'm going to try to get your shrimp stand up just like this. After that, to finish, I have a wonderful little sauce. So this, in this case, I'm using a Porcini sauce, which is like a cream Porcini sauce I do at the restaurant. And this, we just make a little extra flavor of the mushroom. And voila, this is your dish right here. Bon appétit.